So in our last video, we were leaving Daytona Beach in mid-December, made stops in Titusville, Vero Beach, and Stuart, Florida, headed ultimately down to Fort Lauderdale, where we staged for a appropriate weather window to cross over to the Bahamas. We got that window, had an absolutely beautiful ride, less than 1 foot seas, probably the best ride we could have asked for. In today's video, we're back at Great Harbor Key in the Berry Islands, where we do a little bit of hanging around the beach. We help some friends with their condo remodeling. Of all things, we attend an alien party, take a trip out to Lower Berries to Flo's Clam Shack, and then ultimately have a little bit of an encounter with the Bahamian Navy, also known as the Bahamas Defense Force. Have you ever dreamed of selling it all and cruising into the sunset? Well, that's exactly what we did. It's no fun going it alone though, so why don't you join us for the ride? I must say that it's pretty good to be back in the Bahamas for the winter time. And not much changes here in the Berry Islands, especially at Great Harbor Key. One small notable change though is the addition of a conch shack. Can't wait to give this one a try. Well, of course, what's one of the first things we do when we get here? Head to the beach. It's about a 20-minute walk from the marina, and it's always worth the trip. And it's nice to see that they repaved some of the roads. On our way, we stop at the Beach Villas condo complex, because some of our friends had just recently purchased 2 units on the beach. We wanted to check them out and see what they got themselves into. Not only did they buy a few condos, but they also bought this truck, which would serve as our mode of transportation throughout our time here. And as we rounded the corner, it became pretty clear what the draw was. Their units sit directly on the most beautiful beach on the island. So their plan was to live in one of these for the season and rent the other one out. But they need a little bit of TLC to get them up to spec. Well, therein lies the reason that they invited Brian and Lori over, to deputize us to help them with the job. Despite needing a little bit of a spit shine, John and Sally got these condos for a song. All right, enough of the views. Get to work, Lori and Brian. So this unit has a 1 bedroom and a loft, and the job was replacing the flooring in the loft. This is a new luxury vinyl plank flooring. It took them a few hours to lay this morning. We started last night. I was the foreman, of course. But it's pretty nice, and then they'll get the view there, new AC unit. While helping out, we stayed in the rental unit side, and this is the view that we woke up to every morning. With much of the renovation done, it was time for the owners to celebrate. And back at the marina, it was Friday night, so we get our free rum punch and entertainment at the Grill and Chill. What are you making?
We have fresh
bread? You made homemade bread?
Yeah, this is the nicest
looking loaf
I've had.
You got a nice loaf down there.
Very impressed.
And why are we able to make bread now?
Because we bought a convection oven.
Oh.
That's the size of a little Timbuktu.
A convection micro. Everything's smaller on a boat.
That's right.
Let me see what
And in cold water.
Yeah. Not as...
It's funny that didn't get. But that doesn't really make any difference because all the flavors in the top.
Yeah.
And
What are you doing?
I am making myself an antenna hat for an alien party that we're going to tonight.
What's an alien party?
I don't know. I've never been to one. I just know that we should be dressing up some sort of like
Aliens?
aliens.
Got it.
And you are looking quite perfect right now with your alien.
We'll have to see. The said alien costume. No one's ever seen an alien, so I could be an alien.
send it to
Send
Sally.
it to Sally, please. Or at least a picture quick.
That is it. So apparently one of the residents does a theme party every year, and we were happy to be invited. This year's theme was alien. Either way, it was a great way to meet residents on the island, mostly U.S. expats. And can you guess what these two were dressed as? If you guessed illegal aliens, you were right. So we're filling up this morning. We're off to Hoffman's Key in the Berry Islands. We're at the fuel dock. People always wonder, in the Bahamas, you're going to get good fuel. Definitely know you're going to get good fuel here because I don't know if you can hear behind me, the generator for the whole iron is powered here by the diesel fuel from the fuel depot. So it's definitely good fuel. We've never had a problem here, but just want to top off our tanks after the crossing. And we're looking for a good no-wind day. We're going to anchor out maybe a night or two, hopefully even through New Year's if the weather holds for us. So it'll be interesting New Year's Eve at Hoffman Key in the Berry Islands. Beautiful calm day here to head to Hoffman Key. Got the front open. Pancake. You want to go to Hoffman's? Cakes? Cakes. Yeah, she ain't playing with me today. Hoffman Key is about 25 miles south, and it's a pretty shallow water route to get there.
Go see how John's doing with the bacon. And
I will. Let me see those beautiful breakfast sandwiches. Ooh.
got some
Egg sandwich. John's cooking bacon.
English muffins.
Cool. We are rafted up with Traveler. Look at this. At a secret location in the Berry Islands. Look at how beautiful this is here. Having kind of a late breakfast. Oh, this sucks. Johnny, how's the bacon coming? Lori wants to know.
Almost done.
You eating it or cooking it? Cause
I'm just testing it.
all right.
Testing all of it.
Pancake, stalking an egret. We try and get out of the marina and visit islands as often as weather permits. And sometimes you even catch a glimpse of a mermaid. Famous flows. Wow, look at all of those conch. Crazy amount. Must be thousands. Nice little dock they provide here. Gotta call ahead and let them know if you're coming, if you want some food, but we're just here for the rum punch. Our buddy Jay from Canada, he is anchored right here, right in front. He told us they're open. Flo's Conch Shack is on Little Harbor Key and is a mainstay in the Southern Berry Islands. They only open when they have customers, so you need to call ahead, and you'll be treated to ice cold rum punch and definitely conch. Chester is the owner, bartender, and chef. This is the view from nearby Comfort Key and why we love this anchorage. Back at the marina, we awoke to a local family of manatee right behind the boat. And instead of carrying Pancake a mile each way back and forward to the beach, this year we upgraded it to a new wagon. It's been about 15 degrees in the northeast, but you'd never know it here in the Bahamas. So the new conch shack at the marina isn't open too often, and instead we visited Steve at the government dock, who's famous for his conch salad ceviche. Steve takes a full conch, adds some peppers, onions, tomatoes, lime juice, and a hint of spicy sauce. He also adds some fresh squeezed orange for a little bit of sweetness. It's ready to eat once he hands it to you.
Okay, so there's a little story here. I'm here with the cakes. Other dogs barking. We are in John and Sally's vehicle. John and Sally have a PDQ as well, but they decided to go rogue and buy a few condos on this island and kind of have a little other place other than their boat here. So we've been helping them remodel a little bit, but I think it's like January 7th, and the island hasn't had a food delivery in like 2 weeks. So maybe there's 350, 400 people on the island. We decided to go at 6 o'clock at night to the one lone supermarket. I don't know if we could tell, but there's all kind of cars lined up here. There's fresh produce, fresh dairy. There hasn't been in a while. So that's like the real side of living on a Bahamian island. The food boat doesn't get here sometimes because of the holidays and bad weather. This is just something you have to live with when you're here, and the island folks know that. So we heard there was fresh produce and eggs, so we decided to come here. And there's at least 20 cars here, people doing the same thing. So that's what island life is like. It's not all that glamorous at times. There's certainly great times, but in the reality of it is it's a little bit different lifestyle than in the U.S.
We anchored out last night near Great Harbor Key. A beautiful sunrise. You can hear the roosters crowing. Morning boats are going over to Coco Key to the cruise ships, the workers. It's going to be a beautiful day. Should have the moon setting over here. Beautiful. Towards Coco Key. Island times. New lights that we kept on all night so no boats would hit us. Very still, very calm, beautiful night sleeping.
So back at the marina that evening around 9 p.m., we kind of heard some odd noises outside, and we saw that the Bahamas Defense Force was pulling in one of their big patrol boats. This is the first time we've seen them in such a large boat, and first time in this marina. It wasn't until the next day we learned that they had a fatality on board. They had picked up a jet skier who was trying to take the jet ski from Nassau to Bimini, which is probably close to 100 miles, and apparently capsized and drowned along the way. Well, hopefully not ending on too much of a somber note, but thank you for watching and learning a little bit about life on a Bahamian island. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please like and subscribe to our channel.